Hi, today I want to show you how Despia works, and it's finally ready after a lot of sleepless nights, and it's finally working. So I just wanted to share with you how that works. I've been working the whole day since 3 a.m. on this, so let me share that with you. So the way it works is, let's just make a simple example here. I have this in Toddle, right? I use the Despia package, which is important that I have that installed, right? And I would go on this button, for example. What should we do on this button? Like on button, we trigger Face ID, and then on Face ID, we'll have confetti if it was successful, for example, right? So for that, let's just also install the confetti package from Jacob. Here you go. We'll have confetti, we'll have Face ID, it will be cool. So now we go in here on the button, and I go on click, and on click, we can do a lot of cool stuff here with Despia with the package, but we'll do, where is it? Biometric verification, and then we do on BioAuth success, we'll do confetti. Here you go. That's pretty much how you build mobile apps. That's all the native logic. So then, I could publish this to the main branch, or, I'll take this URL here if I wanted to test it in the branch, right? Then I would go to Despia here, right? And I would make sure that the branch is synced so Despia can scrape all that information. I can nicely set in here my app icon, and I can, customize the splash screen and all those things. I can customize the color, all those things very beautifully. And then I can connect it with one signal. If I want to send push notifications, I can say I want Face ID on load or not. We don't want it on load because we already have it in the application. Then I can connect it with Apple with the push notifications. Then we can also configure an offline screen here. I can open the editor, and then I can even have AI make an offline screen for me. Let's say make it more modern, like linear/Vercel. Here you go. I'll send it to the AI, and the AI will start rebuilding my offline screen. That's the only thing that's not built in Toddle, because just the way of mobile apps work, because it needs to really work offline. So we'll have an AI kind of like do that for you, so you don't have to write that code yourself, and you still have a no-code, low-code experience. And here you go. We got the real-time transmission of the code. You see how it writes it in there. You don't have to do anything. And oh wow, ooh, that is a cool offline screen. Look at that. And it even works with light and dark mode, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. If I go here, yeah, look at that, look at that. Here you go. Beautiful. So it automatically does that. So now I can save this file. So now you see we updated the offline screen, right? And that will be put in when it builds the mobile app no code for us. And then we have, where do we want to open external links, all those things, right? Like Discord has it and all that. Then I can set, like the theme for dark and light mode. For example, here, because this app doesn't have a dark and light mode right now, I would just take the color that it has using the color picker. So, it matches it. And then it would just be both white color. If you don't have light and dark mode, you just, make both of them the same. And then in mobile, I just want to do portrait. And on tablet, actually, or on the iPad, I just want to also do portrait, for example. Then I can say I want to prevent this app from ever going shut down. We don't want that. I don't want pull to refresh. I don't like that. And then when I have pull to refresh, I would probably just adjust the background here, right? And then I would adjust the background color on the other one as well. And then I would adjust this with the text color. There you go. And I would adjust this also with the text color. There you go. We'll take that. We'll map that with our application. Beautiful. And then we also have a spinner. We probably want to make that gray. If we want to use that, we can use all those SDKs that you see on the side here to add native interactivity to the application. That's what we did inside of Toddle here with that action that we have available if we install the Despia package. That's how we build mobile applications without having to do the Swift stuff that is automatically doing that. That's how Despia works, right? So we got that all in here. I say I want to get feedback, I want to have the native swipe functionality, I want to prevent zooming, all those things, right? If you're ready with this, here's what's happening. I click on Export Xcode project, and next year, so in January, probably next year, we'll also roll out Android, but this year I wanted to make sure that we get the iOS going, because that was actually the simplest part. And you can also import the Toddle package if you click on here. But now it's loading a little bit, and you see it downloaded that file, so let's just move this to the side here so we can open that file. It built the real native Swift iOS app with about 2,000 to 3,000 files in it. So if I open that in here, right, I open that folder, I open that workspace file, I trust and open this. Now I have a real iOS app built inside of Toddle consisting out of 2,000 to 3,000 files, and you can run this in a simulator yourself. So if we click on plus, that's all we got to do. We don't have to touch the code. We can touch the code. You can make your own updates if you want, even though you get lifetime updates with it. And now we have it here running on an iPhone 15 Pro. It's going to open that app. The first time when you just install it, it takes a little bit longer because it has to kind of like configure the virtual iPhone, so don't get scared by that long loading screen. It's kind of like building the app. We have our splash screen. We got that app inside of Toddle, and when I click on here, you see it triggers Face ID. Now it doesn't trigger Face ID inside of here because it's in the simulator, but it would trigger Face ID. You could even plug in your iPhone with a cable inside of your Mac, and you can test it on your iPhone before sending it to test flight and sharing it with your friends or Andreas. And then you can do, I would now make the right code, the right pin, and now we get confetti. That's the callback, and that's all built inside of Toddle. You don't have to learn Swift, you don't have to learn Kotlin, you don't have to learn Java. It's fully no code, and you can do it inside of Toddle, and it's a beautiful experience. So now you can finally build mobile applications inside of Toddle, and it took me less than 10 minutes. Thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate that. And if you want to learn more about that, go to Despia.com. Let me pull it up real quick. That is Despia.com. Join the waitlist. We'll launch this year, and we have an early bird discount of only $199 for the iOS version if you buy it this year. After that, we'll go up to $999, and then we'll probably move to an even higher monthly pricing. So now is a good time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support, and let's build some cool mobile applications together.